Section 6. The History and Purpose of the Realtor Code of Ethics. Sarah had been licensed for several months when David invited her to attend her first local Realtor Association meeting. As they walked into the room, Sarah noticed the Realtor R displayed throughout the building. She turned to David and asked, "I've heard people use the words realtor and real estate agent like they mean the same thing. Are they?" David smiled. "That's one of the biggest misconceptions in our industry." He explained that every realtor is a licensed real estate professional, but not every licensed real estate professional is a realtor. A realtor is a member of the National Association of Realtors, NAR, and voluntarily agrees to follow the Realtor Code of Ethics in addition to Arizona law. "Think of it this way," David said. "Arizona law establishes the minimum legal standards for every licensee. The Realtor Code of Ethics asks realtors to hold themselves to an even higher professional standard." Sarah nodded. "So, if I become a realtor, I'm agreeing to do more than simply follow the law?" "Exactly." David continued by explaining that the Realtor Code of Ethics was adopted in 1913, long before many government licensing laws existed. At that time, the real estate profession wanted to improve public confidence by creating ethical standards that promoted honesty, cooperation, and professionalism. More than 100 years later, those same principles continue to guide realtors across the country. Imagine you're working with a first-time home buyer in Phoenix. The buyer asks, "How do I know I can trust my real estate agent?" How would you answer? Most consumers don't know the details of Arizona real estate law, but they understand honesty, integrity, and professionalism. That's exactly what the Realtor Code of Ethics was designed to promote. David opened his copy of the Code of Ethics and pointed to the preamble. "This is where it all begins," he explained. The preamble reminds realtors that protecting the public, promoting private property ownership, cooperating with one another, and maintaining high professional standards benefit both consumers and the real estate industry. He then looked at Sarah. "Notice something important. The Code of Ethics doesn't replace Arizona law. It supports it. Arizona licensees must always comply with Arizona statutes, the Arizona Administrative Code, and the Commissioner's standards. When someone is also a realtor, they agree to follow the Code of Ethics as an additional professional commitment. This distinction is important. If Arizona law requires one action, and the Code of Ethics appears to suggest something different, Arizona law always controls. The code was never intended to replace state law. Instead, it encourages realtors to exceed the minimum legal requirements by demonstrating professionalism in every transaction." David shared one final thought before the meeting began. The best realtors aren't remembered because they closed the most transactions. They're remembered because people trusted them. Experienced brokers understand that trust is earned through consistent honesty, ethical decision-making, and putting the consumer's interests first. Those qualities often lead to repeat business, referrals, and a successful career. As we continue through this chapter, you'll explore how the Realtor Code of Ethics applies to everyday relationships with clients, customers, fellow realtors, and the public, while complementing the legal responsibilities required of every Arizona licensee. Online discussion. 1. Why do you think the National Association of Realtors created the Code of Ethics before many states required real estate licensing? Answer. The Code of Ethics was created to improve professionalism and build public trust in the real estate industry. By establishing ethical standards before government regulation became widespread, realtors demonstrated a commitment to honesty, integrity, and consumer protection that continues today. 2. How does the Realtor Code of Ethics differ from Arizona real estate law? Answer. Arizona law establishes the legal requirements every Arizona real estate licensee must follow. The Realtor Code of Ethics is a voluntary commitment made by members of the National Association of Realtors that establishes higher professional standards. Realtors must comply with both, but Arizona law always takes precedence. 3. Why is consumer trust essential to a successful real estate career? Consumers often rely on their real estate professional during one of the largest financial decisions of their lives. Honest communication, ethical conduct, and professionalism help build confidence, reduce disputes, and create lasting relationships that lead to repeat business and referrals.